Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing another Disney scrapbooking video, and this one is part 1 of 2 for Hollywood Studios. For Hollywood Studios, there were a lot of photos because my favorite park is Hollywood Studios. That might be a little controversial, but it's the truth. I love Galaxy's Edge. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I also love Pixar. Those are my two favorite things, Pixar movies and Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars. So that's why it's my favorite park. So there's a lot of photos, and there were a lot of fun things that happened, and I have so many stories from that day and from that week, and it was just really a fun experience. This was back in January of 2020, and I'm finally getting around to documenting it, which is great, and this album has been so much fun. I do have a playlist of all of the other parts of the album that I've done so far. I have a kit making video, and then I also have a video where I share a haul of some of the supplies, and then of course I also have a live video that I did kind of starting the album, and then I also have a video of the Magic Kingdom. So I kind of divided it up into the different days, and then I'm also going to have a Hollywood Studios Part 2, an Epcot one, and I just realized I forgot to say Animal Kingdom. I already did Animal Kingdom as well. This has just been quite the chunky book, let me tell you. But when I'm done this book, I'm going to have a flip through. So if you're watching this like weeks and weeks later, I probably have a flip through that if you want to see it all. So this was early in the morning when we went to Hollywood Studios because this was a few months after Rise of the Resistance opened, and we wanted to make sure that we got on that ride. So you get like a boarding pass or whatever it's called, and I think we got like 35 or something, which is pretty decent. And so we were able to go on the ride that day, which was very exciting. So I think you had to be at the park somewhere between 7 and 8. I don't remember the exact time. I think we were there by like 7:45, and maybe the park opened at 8, and then I don't remember exactly, but it was something completely ridiculous because there's so many people who want to get on the ride and all that stuff. So anyway, we did go on the ride, and there'll be more of that near the end of the video, but we did lots of things this day, and to kind of take breaks during the day, we would go to different resorts because it was just a nice way to take a break from the crowds and just to have a new scenery and to take, just a breather. This page I'm going to do some journaling, but I didn't want to do that on the video because that would be boring for you to watch, and I wanted to cover up these teacups because this wasn't really a teacup ride or anything. So I'm just going to layer some things on top of it, and it actually worked out really well. I put those balloons up on foam so that it didn't all blend in with one another, but I will do journaling another day on that. But I actually also have not an entire journal, but pages and pages full of journaling of all the different things we did this week, of all the details and memories and things we ate and things we saw and all the things so that we don't forget anything. And of course we have even more pictures on the computer, but nothing will be forgotten, and journaling is done kind of in a different book. So that's kind of my explanation on that, because you really don't want to forget about those special memories. And I know a lot of other people do like hidden journaling or pockets for journaling, but since I have a whole journal already of it, I didn't really feel it was necessary to do journaling again if it's already all written down. I also got us fast passes to Alien Swirling Saucers, and it was either a choice between that or Slinky Dog Dash, and I wasn't sure if my husband would like Slinky Dog Dash because he's not a big roller coaster person, and honestly, I loved Alien Swirling Saucers. Even though it's like a kid's ride, I feel like it's a lot better than like teacups if you're comparing them. It's just like the mechanics of it are a lot better and a lot more fun. And he had never been on this ride before. I had, but he had not. So I wanted him to experience that. So now we are entering Galaxy's Edge. Oh my goodness, this was a dream come true, and it was way more cool than I even thought it would be. It was way bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it was just one little area, but no, there are multiple areas of Galaxy's Edge. It is huge, and we saw Rey walking around. I think she was working on the Millennium Falcon at that point. And then we actually had a run-in with Kylo Ren. As you can see, I'm wearing my Chewie ears, and yes, we had a little run-in with Kylo Ren, and I was taking some video of him as he was walking by with some stormtroopers, and it was great that I got it on film and that I was recording at that time, because I don't know, he was saying, he was picking on me, and I was just laughing. I don't even know what he said, because I was just so like embarrassed, but he was like teasing me, and the stormtroopers were making jokes, and then all of a sudden we have this whole crowd around us. People are filming us, and it was just so funny. I'm sure it happens all the time, but my goodness, especially since I love Star Wars so much, it was just so funny. Oh, it was one of the best moments. We had two really amazing, hilarious moments at Hollywood Studios, but I'm going to save the other story for the part 2 video, because then you'll see the picture that correlates with that. But we had another hilarious thing happen that's probably even funnier than that, but I'll leave that story for the next video. So we got to ride Rise of the Resistance, and these are just pictures of it, so it won't spoil too much for you if you haven't been on it yet. But this area was just so cool, and if you've been on the ride, you know that it's more of an experience rather than just like a singular ride, and it's such a well thought out ride, and it uses the newest technology too for attractions, the same technology that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway uses. I have not been on that yet, because it opened a couple months after or like a month after we were there, and like a month before Walt Disney World shut down for the pandemic. So, with it being in another country and our borders closed, I have not been on that ride, but I'm really excited for when I do get the opportunity to ride it. I've only heard good things. So that on the left side, but that top right picture there is when Kylo was bugging me, and it was hilarious. I love Kylo and Rey. I love like Reylo. So that was just such a fun experience. Something I've been doing throughout this album is putting these little border strips on top of the photos, and I don't know, just for something special or different, and doing little clusters near the top of the photos. So that's what I'm doing here, and I was kind of going with like a little bit of a black and white theme, so I think it worked pretty well. And that one photo is in line on a ride, and yeah, there were just so many great moments at Galaxy's Edge. If you are a Star Wars fan at all, you will have an awesome experience there. I loved the little marketplace there was there. It just felt like you were really in Batuu, which is where Galaxy's Edge is supposed to like be in, is Batuu. And so you get to, like, you can see me there sitting in the Millennium Falcon, and that was during one of the rides. It's just like an experience as a whole, not just Rise of the Resistance, but Galaxy's Edge as a whole is quite the experience. Honestly, we just kept going back there. You could spend hours just walking around, and I would love one day to go when there's not as many people there, but I don't think that'll happen. But that would be really, really cool to just experience it where it's less crowded, because when we went, like I said, it was just a few months after opening, so it was quite crowded, but it's all good. And while I am chatting away, I just wanted to mention, if you want to, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd love to have you a part of this community, and you can click that bell button to get notified when I post a video. I also have started a Patreon, which is super exciting, and there's so many different tiers that I have for options. One of them is I do mini classes every month, and I do more in-depth, longer videos. This video I'm posting today is a little bit longer than my usual, the one you're watching right now. But I do even longer videos and in-depth videos, and it's really a community over there. And I hope that you will consider joining. And there's lots of different varieties of tiers, so there's something for everyone. There's also a tier that I call like my monthly subscription box, where I send you a package of handmade goodies by me and kind of my favorite things that I'm working with, like different gems and stuff that you might like. So that is another option of if you want to get more content like this. So going back to what I'm doing here, we just had so many pictures at Galaxy's Edge, and this only touches the surface. In the part 2, you'll see way more of these pictures as well, but I'm going to do a little cluster here, and we just had so many pictures in different places around the park that I didn't really want to leave a lot of pictures out. We had so many more pictures, but I think I narrowed it down to like 110 or so. And I still felt like I could have added more, but I didn't want to go too overboard. And I have a couple different collections that I'm working with here. It's mostly Main Street collection. That's like Simple Stories, Say Cheese Main Street. But I do, as you can see on the side here, have some other older collections from Simple Stories Main Street that are older, and they are great, and they work just fine with the more current collection. So it works out great. Also, I wanted to add that I will be doing some sewing at the end of this that you won't see, but when I show you the final product of it all, you will see the little details. When I do the close-ups of all the pages, you'll see the little details of all of the sewing. And I think that adds a really nice texture, and yeah, it always completes the album, I find. Okay, I feel like I have been talking a lot. Wow. What else do I have to talk about? Oh yeah, I guess this is the 30 days of videos, isn't it? I'm doing some of these videos ahead of time, so I forget when they're going to go up. But yeah, I am currently doing 30 days of videos right now to celebrate my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. I can hardly believe it. I have so much fun with YouTube and all of my videos. And so there are tons more videos to come. And I think, I'm not exactly sure what day this is going up on, but there should be some previous videos that you may have missed. So make sure you go check out all the videos that I'm posting every day for 30 days. It's very exciting. I'm doing a huge variety of them, so hopefully you can find something that's for you. That sticker that you just saw me put on there is from the storybook from Simple Stories Say Cheese Main Street, and it almost looks like I put that cluster together, but it's just like a pre-made cluster, and I love it. I think it's a really, really easy way to create your album, and it makes it super easy so that it's just already put together for you. I love it. And I love that little like half Mickey head. I think it's so cute and so fun. And even though this wasn't necessarily at like a Mickey ride or at Magic Kingdom, I think like everything at Disney is Mickey, right? So it doesn't really matter that much. And I also put a few little enamel dots there, and it's coming together. I think this might be the last page spread of it. I'm not sure. We'll have to keep watching and find out. I can't remember. I split it. I think I had 10 pages of, yeah, that's the last one, 10 pages to do of Hollywood Studios. And so in this video, I did 5. That sequin mix there is actually a mix that I made for my patrons. One of the mixes. So if you are interested in that, that's part of my Patreon. But I'm also considering making an Etsy shop of some sequin mixes. So if that's something you're interested in, that's one of the ones that I might be selling. And yeah, because it coordinated so well, I had a little bit of it left, and it coordinated so well with these pages and the colors, and there was like black and white polka dots, so it was perfect. But here are the little close-ups, and you can see the sewing that I have done. I feel like it really finishes off and is the perfect final touch. I personally don't feel like I have to embellish every single photo. They kind of speak for themselves, so I think this is the right amount of leaving photos plain and embellishing. But that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's that beautiful sequin mix, and hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye!